I want you to read these books immediately. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lifeline. My name is Alex, and this channel is designed to inspire you to let your future expand and to find success. Today, we are talking about some knowledge and my top 3 favorite success-related books that you need to read immediately. So my goal with this video was to give you 3 of my most favorite success-related books, but I wanted to stay away from ones that are recommended a lot, ones that are always thrown out there as the great books you must read, because I know you've probably already heard of them. So I tried to dig a bit deeper, tried to find ones that maybe are a little bit less well-known. I don't know how well I did of that, because all 3 of the books I'm going to recommend are like New York Times bestsellers at some point. So yeah. Let's actually start with 2 honorable mentions. I want to be very clear. By honorable mentions, I don't mean to degrade these books in any way. Actually, if you haven't read these 2 books in the first place, then these should be number 1, number 2, number 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your list. They are How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Now, these books are actually quite old. I believe How to Win Friends was published in '36, and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People was published in '89, I believe. But overall, these 2 books are pretty much the GOATs of personal improvement, and I mean, this is just straight personal improvement, goal setting, what I talk about all the time in a nutshell. This takes a little bit different route, personal improvement in the way of communication and interpersonal relationships, which is actually something I'm going to get in more in the future. So keep an eye out for those videos. But here you have it, 2 honorable mentions. Read these 2 first if you haven't read them at all. Now, the number 1 success-related book on our list that you need to read this year is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. And I actually don't have a copy with me because I just lent it to a friend. Regardless, Outwitting the Devil is by far one of the greatest success-related books ever written. It's by Napoleon Hill, better known as Bropolian. The book is basically a conversation that Mr. Bropolian has with the devil. And the majority of the book is in a conversation style format, and he asks the devil all sorts of questions about success and fear and the world and world issues. And you got to remember, this book was published way long time ago as well. It was only recently, well, it was written way long time ago, but it was only recently published. And so it's incredible to see the amount of insights that Mr. Bropolian had, especially at this early time period. But you got to check it out. It's a great overall metaphysical book. It'll really change your perspective on a lot of things. And our second book on our top list of success-related books that you must read is my personal favorite. That is Mastery by Robert Greene. Now, this book is just incredible because in it, Mr. Greene, he looks at all of the top masters in different industries, both past and contemporary, and looks basically at how they became masters. And from there, he's able to gather a bunch of data about these masters and then form patterns and templates, if you will, about how to become a master. So different strategies if you have a specific goal in mind or a specific industry that you want to go into, how to become the best, how to become a master in that specific industry or in that goal. And even if you don't know what you want to do, there's strategies to figure that out as well. So Mastery by Robert Greene, you got to check this out. I'm sure you've heard of him before. Ooh, bonus points, by the way, if you have his most recent book, Robert Greene's most recent book, that was just published, I believe, October 2018, The Laws of Human Nature. Bonus points if you have this. It's really good as well. But Mastery, I mean, Mastery is just a classic. So there you go. And our third book on our top success-related books that you need to read this year is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. There you go. Now, this book, you may wonder, why is this related to success? Let me tell you why. It's because this book chronicles the history of humankind, how we evolved, how we came to be humans as we know them today. And I'm assuming, as you all are humans, when you're trying to find success and you're trying to beat your habits and your goals, it helps to know your origins. If you know where you came from, if you know the specific tendencies you naturally have, and you have a greater understanding of yourself, then you'll be much more likely to, you'll be much more better equipped to achieve your goals. So the reason this book is so great is because it gives you that knowledge and helps better equip you to actually achieve your goals by understanding yourself better. And not just yourself, but yourself as a part of the human race, the part of the human species. The better you understand your source code and your tendencies, your biases, etc., the much more likely you will be to achieve what you want to achieve. So that's number 3. There you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your top 3 must-read success-related books for 2019. Go ahead and comment down below, tell me what you think, and tell me what your top 3 books are. In the meantime, head on over to lifeline.coach. Go ahead and download our habit tracker. It's 100% free, and it will help you keep track of and make sure you read all of these wonderful new books that you have to read. Thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next video. Knowledge.